Alex Carey, born August 27, 1991, is an Australian cricketer and former Australian rules footballer. He is a wicket-keeper who plays for Australian national team. In domestic cricket he plays for South Australia and Adelaide Strikers. 1. He was the captain of the Greater Western Sydney Giants in 2010, but when they joined the Australian Football League in 2012 he was left out of the squad and returned to his home state of South Australia, where he began to play domestic cricket. Carey initially made his debut as a specialist top-order batsman in 2013, but was unsuccessful and dropped after just 3 first-class matches. He moved down the batting order and became a wicket-keeper when Carey returned to Adelaide. He initially intended to return to the Glenelg Football Club, but he decided to switch sports and went back into grade cricket with the Glenelg Cricket Club for the 2012-13 season. He started out as a specialist batsman and averaged close to 50 for Glenelg in all formats. 4. His form warranted his first call-up to represent South Australia. He made his List cricket debut in a Rugby Cup match against New South Wales and was also brought into the Sheffield Shield side, making his first-class debut. 4. He played 3 Shield matches and averaged only 10.1 runs in 6 batting innings, so he was dropped from the side. 4-6. Carey was given a rookie contract with South Australia for the 2013-14 season, though he didn't play a game for the state team during the season. After his failures as a top-order batsman he became a wicket-keeper and moved down the batting order. This resulted in him being able to play several matches for South Australia in the Futures League. 4. His breakout season came in 2015-16, when he scored 822 runs at an average of 90.22 in 10 matches for Glenelg, including big scores of 195 against Adelaide and 151 against West Torrens. 4-5. In the Futures League he averaged 44.13 in his 5 matches, 5, so he was called up to play for South Australia again in the final 4 rounds of the 2015-16 Sheffield Shield season, replacing experienced wicket-keeper Tim Ludman, including an appearance in the Sheffield Shield final. 4-7. For the 2016-17 season Carey was given his first senior contract with South Australia. 8. This season was by far his most successful yet, as he became just the 4th player to record 500 runs with the bat and 50 dismissals as a wicket-keeper in a single Sheffield Shield season after Chris Hartley, Matthew Wade, and Adam Gilchrist. 4-9. During the Sheffield Shield final, he took his 59th dismissal of the tournament, a record for wicket-keeper in a single Sheffield Shield season. 10. His improvement resulted in his inclusion in Australia's national performance squad in the 2017 off-season. 11. And he was also named as the sole wicket-keeper in the Australia squad, which was meant to tour South Africa for the 2017 South Africa A-Teen Tri-Series. He was chosen ahead of former Test keepers Peter Neville and Tim Paine, indicating he was the next in line to replace Matthew Wade in the Australian Test team if Wade became injured. 12. Carey started the 2017-18 season playing in the JLT Cup for South Australia, coming close to a maiden century when he scored 92 against Victoria in the elimination final as part of South Australia's 4th biggest one-day partnership of all time, putting on 212 runs with Jake Weather out. 13-14. As a result of his selection for Australia A and one-day form, Carey went into the 2017-18 Sheffield Shield season as one of the main contenders to play for Australia in the 2017-18 Ashes series. Though he had only played 18 first-class matches prior to the start of the season, Carey was considered the best young wicket-keeper in Australia. 15. He had an opportunity to score runs and impress selectors in the first 2 matches. 16. But he failed to score above 50 before the squad was named, coming close when he scored 46 not out before being stranded without any partners left against Western Australia. He was overlooked for the team, with Tim Paine being chosen instead. 17. Despite his failure to make it into the national team, Carey scored his maiden first-class century when he made 139 for South Australia against Queensland. 18. In May 2019, Carey was signed by Sussex County Cricket Club to play in the 2019 T20 Blast tournament in England. 19. In the 2020 IPL auction, he was bought by the Delhi Capitals ahead of the 2020 Indian Premier League.